So I got hurt, and I'm lucky it was just kind of like an overuse injury. It's IT band syndrome. If you don't know what that is, I'm about to explain it. And I'm just lucky it's something that isn't like currently preventing me from running, and that I was able to come back from it. I don't even know to the full extent of how bad it is and it's going to be, because I haven't had like a hard tempo run that I've done. I've kind of just been cross-training, but I'm gonna get into all of it. So I've never really been flexible like that. I've always been kind of tight and compressed. So my mission this summer was to get more flexible, and especially in my hips, become more mobile and get back from my tendonitis that I had since my freshman year. But there was a bigger problem with that like it wasn't just, it was like, oh, where does tendonitis come from? Oh, like this X, Y, and Z. And so let's fix X, Y, and Z. But it's like, no, what's causing these issues to pop up is like an imbalance. So let me get into that. And so basically I got weak hips, I got weak glutes. And so one side, my right side, compensates for the left side, which is weak and causes overuse, hence the overuse injury. Even with it not being something as serious as a stretch fracture or a bone breaking, my coach still sat me out of a PR course, punching the air. A lot of people just pass me like crazy, but life goes on. I still freaked out, even though like we're in a taper right now, where like not running made me freak out, and like was scared like I was gonna lose all my fitness in my junior year. It was gonna be a joke and I'm like, okay, chill, calm down, we'll figure something out. Let's be like reasonable, logical. So 2 weeks ago at the Coachwood Invitational, from there in Georgia, I felt something I had never felt before. I had to watch from like the sidelines, basically. Like this is my first time like genuinely being on the outside, like looking in. Like I'm always the one in the race, but I'm like looking in, like that's you. Like these are running across the field, cheering them on. Like no, that's you now on the outside. And I just remember like, it was this gravel road, probably like 40-something degrees out. It's like this fog, and I'm seeing all these other teams. It's just me by myself. I'm seeing all these other teams warm up, and I was like just so broken up about it. Even though like my coach sending me out was a good decision, I wasn't in any position to be trying to race, but still I was like, damn, people are out here running the times of their lives, and I'm just kind of sitting here like, hey, I'm here, I guess. But I felt so torn and conflicted, because we've had this vision of being the team that we are today, and with the times that we have since my sophomore year. So it's been a year, like we've had this vision of being where we're at. I mean, because we used to basically be getting put in baby races, and we would get wins off that, but we just got fast enough to start getting put into championship races at the varsity meets, and just getting a seat at the table at first. And that to me is like, I'm looking in, I'm on the outside, and I'm sitting out, and I'm like, you know, I'm so proud that we got to that point. But the other half of me is like bitterness and sadness, because I felt like I didn't have anything to do with that and wasn't a part of that. So I mean, this whole year for us was about sub 17, and I was like running times, I was getting them down. I went 17:24, 17:11. I'm like, okay, I'm about to hit it. And then like boof, I'm at the point where I'm just trying to get back to running again. So with this pain, I sat home, and I was on the bus 2.5 hours back, no words. I just stared out the window the whole time, thinking about like how cooked I was. That last thing you want to be doing. But as soon as I got home, I put the emotions aside. I got a pen and paper, and I started pressing my mom like, Mom, I need a gym membership, I need a Planet Fitness membership. And that didn't come till later. But I forgot what I did within that time, but I made up for the workouts. But I started drawing up a plan, planning out my day to be able to see my school trainers. I love them, I owe them my life. I would not be able to, they're the only reason I'm running this Saturday, so shout out to them. But I'm organizing to leave class early, stretching sessions at home, you know, whatever I gotta do to get back, because I made the commitment. I'm like, dude, I'm going to do everything in my power to get back to the point where I can run and functionally on Saturday, because I was like, dude, this is not happening right now. It's one thing if it happens when you're playing around, you're kind of just running meets for fun. Well, not for fun, but like you're just running for times, you're running to compete. But like when it's like, okay, this is championship season, like my back is kind of against the wall here and I'm not about to be going for that. This is how I start acting when I get, because of pressure. I'm forced with, like I have a force playing on my performance that it's like, I genuinely cannot do anything about this. And all I can do is pray and pray that God has it together and do what I like, do everything that I can do and be patient with it. That like I just had that vision like, oh, I'm gonna sell my team, I'm gonna blow up this sectionals, and I'm like, no, we're not doing this. Like whatever I gotta do, I'm gonna do it, and let me just pray on it and pray that it gets better. Pray for my body, pray for my mind, because also just dealing with the fact that like when you get back from something like this, it's like, okay, I don't want to like go as fast as I don't want it to happen again, and just having to deal with that, like I just hope I'm just putting it in God's hands. I did the research. The injury was going to take like 6 weeks to heal fully. I only have like a third of that, 33%. I got 2 weeks, right? Because it's a bye week, and then I have this week, right? So I'm like, I got to get to work. So boom, boom, boom. Like the plan is completely sketched out, and it's 2 phases to it. But the idea was that the first week would be strictly focused on recovery, getting better, resting it, and maintaining my fitness as much as possible while cross-training. And so Monday, for example, I'll put the whole thing on the screen. But Monday, I hit an easy, hard tempo at like 30 minutes for the workout. I would warm up with 10 minutes easy, and then I had a target heart rate of 162 to 183 for the hard paces, and then 130, like, you know, and then for the easy paces, it was about like 140 to 162, right? And then so the easy was on, the resistance was on 5, hard, the resistance was on 11, and the total time was 50 minutes. The hard, it was like 3 sets, right? So that was an example of the workouts I was doing. I was going every day to the gym. Like I'd get done with school, I'd leave school early. So this was just me solo in my mind. I know how to do to train myself because this is what I've always been doing. So I just kind of took what I've been taught and what I had already been doing and applied it to, okay, how can I apply this to the gym? And I just did the best I could. So here starts last week off, just rehabbing, trying to get better and give my leg like a rest. I'm going to the trainer from 150 to 3 something, putting heat on it. But it would take forever on days when football was in there. Like it would take until like 4, and then my coach would be like, come to the bike, and I would just kind of ride around the track on days I went to practice. But this week was like completely just solo in my head. Like I was completely kind of disconnected from my team, which is something that I've seen it happen to injured runners in the past, like where they'll kind of be like off to the side and not really like around much. But like it was just different in this sense because it was me, obviously, and I'm just like, this don't feel good at all because I'm not prominent. And then like with the way that people get about when you're not there, you're not doing workouts, it's like after a while they kind of just start to like, you know, like we don't really, are you here or are you not here? Because it's like, it's different when you just did a whole workout and somebody's just popping in like, hey, I'm a part of it. No, because you weren't there. Like, you know what I mean? So I would get off the phone like with people and would think about trying to get better, or I'd be talking to them about trying to get better. I wouldn't really have much to say because I'm just speaking on how it affected me mentally. Like I wouldn't have much to say because I was literally feeling like every time I took a step down some stairs, it was just always there pestering at me like, hey, you can't run, like you can't do this, like you know, and having to almost adjust my body to go down some stairs. But that was last week. So Saturday comes, and today I'm gonna try to run. And like today, in the context of Saturday, I'm gonna try to run. This is like my test run of like, how am I feeling? I'm sitting down when I put my shorts on. I'm pressing down on the bone, and like progressively it's starting to go away. Cause like I would do this thing where I like press on it, and I'm like, how is it? And then when I start to not feel, that's when I kind of get that like, I'm like, okay, breathe a little bit, you know. And progressively it starts to go away. This run I'm running with my sprinter friend Sydney and my teammate Aspen. We had to press Sydney into going for the run, but he went for it. We did it at Triple Mill Park, Georgia. I was originally planning to just run in the field and stay on ground with low impact. We started going like 8:30, and eventually we went on pavement, and it felt good, you know. So but that was my first time running in a week where I didn't feel like weak and feel like it didn't hurt. So I was thanking God a million times over. I couldn't have done it without him and my trainers. But I was still adamant on, and I still am, but I was still adamant on, okay, stick to the plan, because I'm not about to just get excited and go hurt myself again and bust out a race effort. Like, be mature, you know. So I'm just bent on getting back slow, sticking to the plan so the rehab period kind of worked for it. And from there, it took everything within me to take Sunday off, but I took it off to rest just because I had been going since last Sunday, just doing the rehab in the gym and the workouts in the gym. Now it was time for my second phase of my recovery plan, which was to kind of dip slowly back into running. I shouldn't have stepped so fast into it, but I ran a workout. I probably shouldn't have. But the whole thing got done, warmed up with like 2 miles on the bike, drills, all that. And then we went mile 8, mile 4, 3, 2. And then for the miles, we hit like 5:23, 5:22. 800s were like 2:24, 2:29. 4 was like 63. 3 was like a 56. We ran that kind of slow because we were tired, but and nobody knows how to really pace a 3. And then the 200 was like a 30. So thoughts is that I am very blessed to be running right now, considering everything I've put my body through without paying attention to it. I was very irresponsible with the way I went about like my tendonitis and everything like that. When I stopped kind of stretching and going through drills and trying to do the hurdle mobility, and you know, because I was doing that at the beginning of the summer and I didn't really prioritize it as to now, and mentally like just getting back and just being like, okay, am I in the same spot? Because I was already slipping with the tendonitis and everything like that, and just, you know, like mentally like, can I still do this, you know? But I'm hoping I'm back. You know, I've done workouts where it's like, okay, I can run these paces, like I'm still kind of in that spot. It's just a little bit of adjustment, and I have no idea what this course looks like. I have no idea. I've never been to Wilcox County, but you know, that's the fun of cross country. You have to go find out for yourself, and all I can do is embrace it, enjoy the trip. I'm going to be documenting the kind of the journey on the bus. Whatever we do, I'm gonna be recording it so that I can put it together and then get a video for that, because I like putting those together. And maybe I'm hoping to get some race footage, and then maybe I'll do I'll break that down or something like that. My season's been pretty rough mentally, physically, with the things I've been dealing with my knee. And I know if it was easy for everyone would be a world-class athlete. And I know that the situation at the end of the day will make me a stronger person, will make me a more matured and developed athlete. And it's like knowing how to deal with a situation like this. And I know I've only been out for a week. I'm pretending like I had to take 2 weeks off, but I took a week off, and like to cross training, I tweaked out. So IT band is serious though, so I took it serious. I tried my best to kind of manage with what I can do. And so now I got to roll out and get to sleep. I wanted to make this quick, so thank you for watching. If you watch this is just kind of documentation mentally of where I'm at. And Saturday we're gonna spin back for our 2 teams that just went and competed this weekend. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We're 5th in the sectional, and I'll put the ranking up on the screen, and we're gonna see how we do. We're gonna give it our best shot. We're trained, prepared for this. Besides the fact that everybody's like falling apart from the limb down, you know, like we'll gotta get us through it. We'll be straight. So thank you for watching, and God bless. Goodbye.